Okay, yes, we had an explosion in the camper. We had 3 explosions in there. Luckily, nobody got hurt. We figured out what was going on with the XL on-demand hot water tank this time. So we're home, enjoying a drink in our Sturgis glass. That was controversy also. Some places were paying, you'd pay $20. Some places you'd pay $6 for this cup. It was kind of like all over the place. So if you're downtown looking to drink outside, I'm sure you know all about that. So let's go out to the camper. I want to show you the problems we had with the XL hot water tank and what we have figured out. So let's go on out to the camper after I finish my drink. Well, we're going to go over some of the problems we had in Sturgis and what we're doing to try to fix it. So this has been a problem. This XL on-demand hot water tank has been a problem. What our problem has been is we have blowed this plastic. You can see how it's blowed that right apart. So that went on here, not this piece. I will show you the piece that it went on. So this has blowed off every year, and I couldn't figure out why. So I figured it was because of the plastic, cheap threads. So I went and I got steel. This is a steel one, and it seemed to be working. And then I will get the pecs that it blew apart. So then I went and I put all hard brass in here, trying to figure out what was going on. And then I figured out it was not shutting off when you shut the water off. It actually made steam and actually turned the shower head on just from the steam pressure. So what I done was I removed this panel. I'll try to show you here. Okay, I had to use 2 hands to get this panel off. In case you do have the XL hot water tank, have problems with it, we're going to go from that. Okay, so what it has is this little deal here goes on the side, mounts right up in here. I'll try to move the wires so I can show you. It goes right there. So when the water comes on, it turns on a magnetic switch in there. And it wasn't letting the fire go out every time. So when the fire doesn't go out, it doesn't take long and you're making steam. You got that baby boiling, it's making steam. So that's been my problem. So I thought maybe it was just this little pressure switch. I was going to replace it right there. And you can tell that's pretty small little piece. I was going to replace that, but then I got looking. It's got a temperature thing up here to shut it off when it gets too hot. So that's not working either. But all this stuff comes down and goes into this brain here that opens the gas, tells it what's going on. So instead of doing all that, I'm just going to get a different one and try my luck, because I have blowed $300 worth on trying to keep this thing working on just the pipe, different shower heads. So I'm going to remove it today. Got a different one coming. We're going to try a different one. Didn't think there was any problems, but I went online and found out there's lots of problems with this. Not shutting off, making too much heat. So we're going to try a different one and see what happens with that. I'm going to get this removed. So if I can show you any more once I get this off of here, I will. And I want to show you some of the things that I found out on my air conditioner. We finally got that kind of figured out, working a little bit better. So we'll continue on. Another thing I'll show you is I went to the Ace Hardware and I got this shower hose. I think it was like $20 for this one. It is made out of steel. It has a little more threads to it, but it's steel, so you might want to consider that if you're having a problem with it blowing apart at the hot water tank. So this is from Ace. Okay, I want to show you how this works. So when the water's on, it's pushing up on this little black thing right in there, 2 screws. So when it goes on, this is what happens. You hear that? See that? It is lighting your furnace, your burner. When the water shuts off, it goes off. So what the problem is either it thinks the water is still going through it, or this hot water overheater sensor up here, and it all goes into this one brain right here. So I'm just replacing the whole thing. I've got a couple $100 in parts on this, just thought it was all my fault, and come to find out it is not. So let's move on. Oh, another pointer. If this happens to you, you can't get it shut off, all you gotta do is drop the battery cover. You drop the battery cover right there, the one screw holds that, drop that, your furnace will go off immediately. But at that point, you've probably already below the line. But that will shut the gas off. Drop the battery cover if you can get to it. So now all we gotta do is wait for the new unit, install it. And like I said, I got some stuff I want to show you on the air conditioner. So let's move on. Okay, this is the unit. I took it out. I wanted to show you what blew. This was the second explosion we had. So this PEX tubing blew apart right there. Now you can see that. It looks like it was shot with a shell. Like a 30-30 came through it or whatever. So the shower hooked on here. We came out of the bottom of the sink. I had a protector on here, and so this blew. So my camera lady was in the sink area, so luckily she didn't get hit with really hot water. So after this was removed, I took this all off. Went into town. That's when I went with the brass. Bought all this. That's screwed in on here. There's what I was thinking of, the hammer. The hammer was on there because I've had trouble in the past. So this, I went to all brass, still thinking it was my fault. So the problem was it's not shutting off. We talked about that. So anybody that was in Sturgis looking for stuff for their shower, I apologize to you because I bought it all. I went through a shower head. I went through a hose. I went through another hose. I went through another hose. And I found the steel one, thought I had it. Then that blew. And then it just continued on and on and on. So the new one's coming. I am going to add a pressure relief valve to this one, where they didn't say anything about that. In case it screws up, it's going to have a place to blow before it blows the line. There's the batteries. If you got problems, if you can get to that little switch here, drop that, it will shut your furnace off. So you got the choice of either shutting it off or run. Okay, also on, this is a Whitney 14,000 BTU portable air conditioner, and it worked kind of okay. Well, this year I had read a lot of stuff on taking the hose that is the out hose. This goes up in my window, so it's sucking in here, blowing out there. I read a lot of stuff about wrapping insulation around this to protect it so the heat doesn't get out. So I tried something similar to that in Sturgis, since it was 100 degrees every day. I tried that, and I was amazed at how much better it worked. And then after that, I got thinking, this is my out. This is the out. This is hot coming out, and this is where it's blowing the air through your Whitney air conditioner. Well, you're taking hot air and sucking it back through here. So it all made sense. Wrap that up, eliminate the hot air getting sucked in. You got half of this is sucking the air from inside, blowing it through for your cold air, and it's already hot. So I discovered that. So if you are into a conversion, this is a Whitney 14,000 air conditioner. We love it. It works real good. I didn't have to cut a hole in the roof. This does not have insulation. It has OSB board. It's got the vinyl on the sides. Go back and check out my conversions, some of my earlier videos. We have another friend, Scott. He made a conversion. So between the two, if you're thinking about a conversion or a buddy's thinking about a conversion, check out those videos. You're going to find a lot of information that may save you time and money, especially on that hot water tank. The hot water tank worked excellent until it didn't. So what we was doing was the burner was staying on, and we didn't know it. If you're in the shower, you're not looking at the burner on the hot water tank. So we discovered that. So we got a new one coming, replace that. So if you got one of those, you've had that problem, have a buddy, whatever, check it out. We have figured out the problem. Lots of people have figured out the problem. I'm just a little bit slow at some things. So we got that down. Check out, like I said, our other videos, the custom biker bar, t-shirts, place to get it made into a blanket, I show that. The trike, we show that. We have lots of content from Upper Michigan. We have more content coming out all about Sturgis. I do some complaining where complaining is due. If you got a good thing going on, I tell the goods, I tell the bads. I'm not all bad, all good. I'm going to give you the view on both sides the way I see it. Just an average Joe going out there with an average little pocket. I'm not a rich man. So check out the videos that are coming up. If you're going to Sturgis next year, nobody that's going, you want to check out some different campgrounds. I talk about all those in previous videos. More videos coming up. So please subscribe and catch on down the road. We have more Sturgis content coming up. Lots more on, kind of covered the buffalo chip. I done a little bitch in there, but buffalo chip's nice. I'd go back there, even though I bitch about it. But like I said, I'm going to tell you both sides, the goods and the bads on everything. I'm not going all bad, all good. I love the buffalo chip. Had a couple complaints. Full throttle, going cool. This year we stayed at Shady Valley. Nice. Got lots more coming on Shady Valley. So please subscribe. We try to keep our videos 10 minutes and less. Thank you. And everybody have a nice, safe fall. Oh, speaking of fall, we have a fall ride coming up to Tomahawk. I'm going to try to cover some different stuff on the fall ride. Got a couple different spots I want to do. So I'm not going to be trying to show you the same content as I did last year. I'm going to try to, hey, check this out, check this out. So catch you later.